All right, Shannon. First of all, congratulations. And congratulations to all the inductees. I just want to start off by saying thank you for giving me some of your time up here on stage tonight, as well as a phone call with most of you earlier this week. One of them was with you. Now let's start by going all the way back to where you're from, Eureka, Montana. You decide to go to Auburn. Why? And if I'm telling the story right, or starting it off right, the weather had something to do with it. So why didn't you want to be on offense anymore?
Because who wants to get hit? I'd rather hit. I was a guy who loved hitting. So, I mean, I didn't want to get hit. I wanted to be the hitter.
But then you ended up back on staying as a running back then.
But they made me play running back.
Okay.
That wasn't my choice.
What was your reaction when they said, no, you're going to stay on offense?
I said, I'm going home. And then I called my mom and she said, no, you're not.
Just things like that happened often.
Just things like that.
That's just one of the many. We can talk after.
Yes, I want to hear more of these stories after. But in terms of right now, we have to wrap it up. My favorite thing that you said about your former teammates, you said they're like 12 sisters I never had but gained through volleyball.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you have to say to them now? And I mean, you've got a whole posse of people. You have been a role model, to say the least, to so many in your home state. But I want to give a shout out to some of your role models growing up in Shelby, Montana. Mark Forrester, neighbor and student athlete that you kind of looked up to. Your brother and your middle school coach.
Yeah.
How did they shape your love for the game, as well as, you know, just the town that you grew up in Shelby?
Yeah, I think when I got news of this, and we spoke earlier this week about where your mind goes, and mine just went back to being little, back to being a little kid again. And boy, it's been that kind of week.
You've had such an incredible life journey and story that is so inspiring. What's your piece of advice to kids who have gone through a similar life path as you?
Yeah, well, I'm a big Ted Lasso fan.
So you're saying the secret to never losing a Big Sky match is the muffins, right? What was it in the vending
It was the muffins, the M&Ms. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. But I don't know if this is the secret.
Okay.
But
what is the secret?
I don't know. Just the way my parents raised me. I guess it was a secret for me.
How did they raise you? You said that it was really important for me to fall in love with the process of working towards that, but not necessarily focusing on the outcome. How did you train yourself to think that way? Because it's, I mean, as we all know, it's so easy to just try to want the end goal so badly. How did you block that out? You said one big change for me going from Southern California to the Sacramento area, it was a little hotter. I'm from Sacramento, so I understand. Right. It gets a little hotter in the valley there. But you were not fazed by the heat. How would you describe your experience at Sac State? When you got the call that you were going to be the first Portland State Viking to be inducted into the Big Sky Hall of Fame, take us back to that moment.
It was very emotional for me.
That first game with the handful of interceptions, what'd you tell yourself after that game to then turn that into becoming a top 5 leader in the FCS in total offense and passing yards? What did you learn from him the most or admire about his coaching style that you try to implement into your own now? I'm happy we're ending the interview process with you because we have all of the football players and student athletes in the room tonight who are a part of the Big Sky Football Media Day that we are hosting on Monday. What's your advice to them, as many, if not all of them, hope to pursue football past college?
So me and the other football guys talked to them earlier, and I'll reiterate some of the stuff we talked about shortly, but it was just, like I think Jamie's made a good point again up here saying, you had an opportunity, you take it, you work hard, and do the work. So whatever opportunity might arise to you, no matter how small, and you might not always realize that it's an opportunity until later, which means no matter what you're going through, put the work in, learn, have good character, put the work in, and good things will happen.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Give it up for Michael and all of our inductees.
Thank you. Thank you.